What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today it's time to look for the first time at the release schedule for the One Piece trading card game. This is something I do for every card game. On this channel, I do it for both the Digimon TCG and for Marvel Champions. I've done it for the Final Fantasy TCG in the past, and frankly, I should probably start doing it for other card games as well, and I might start doing so. Right now, we're talking One Piece, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, right? We don't have perfect information, and I'm not going to suggest for a second that we do. However, we have enough information here that we can have a good look and do a nice little release schedule. And because of where we are, because the game isn't out, we are going to be looking at both Japanese and English release dates here, because I do think that is a sensible way to go about things at the moment. So with all of that borne in mind, your very first taste of One Piece, your very first look, is going to be on July the 8th, when the starter decks are released. Remember, we've got these release dates from Amazon Japan. However, since I showed you these quite a while ago now in a video, I have done some digging, and I don't think they're officially announced yet. But I've seen these dates be parroted in a lot of different places, so I don't think they're officially confirmed, but at this stage they are as good as officially confirmed. So on July the 8th, we have got 4 starter decks coming out, and we've got your red, your green, your blue, and your purple. Basically, the Straw Hat, Worst Generation, Animal Kingdom Pirates, and the 7 Warlords of the Sea. And basically, you've got one for each colour, and this is your first look at the game. This is only the starter decks, which are being released on July the 8th. But as it stands at the moment, this is looking very cool. And we've seen some of the cards. We've not seen all of the cards, but we've seen some of the cards for them. I've been doing reveals on this channel. You know, Monkey D. Luffy, we saw that quite a while ago at this stage. We've had that fully revealed. We've been having a good look at that leader. Similarly, Kaido is a leader that we've seen. So, yeah, these are kind of looking good. I don't know exactly how good each of them are. I can't sit here and give you a huge amount of information about all 4 of the starter decks, but I can tell you they are coming on July the 8th. In a moment, I'm going to tell you about the special versions that come for the Super pre-release in English. As it stands at the moment, I don't believe, and again, as always, if I'm wrong about this, please correct me in the comment section. I do not believe we've had any word whatsoever as to how these first edition, or if these first edition ones are being made available in Japan. This is one of those wait and see scenarios. Now, I said all that's being released on the 8th of July is 4 starter decks. That was actually just a teensy-weensy tiny little bit of a lie. Because you see, also on the 8th of July, we are getting 4 sets of sleeves. They haven't been shown off. I have absolutely no information whatsoever about these sleeves. However, I can tell you that there are 4 sets of sleeves, A, B, C, and D, and they are all scheduled for release again on July the 8th. The one I'm showing you on the screen here is for sleeve B. Like I say, there's 4 of them. They're official. They're coming on July the 8th. That's all we know. They're retailing for 770 yen. There we go. There's another piece of information. But that's all we know at this stage. Obviously, when these sleeves are revealed, I will show you. I'm nice like that. But as it stands at the moment, that's all the information we've got. Oh, and I should mention, again, we don't have a picture of it. We've only got a mock-up. If you buy the 4 starter decks on Amazon Japan, you will get a storage box. How about that? Although I do need to warn you at this stage, I buy a lot from Amazon Japan. I order from Amazon Japan quite a bit more often than I order from Amazon UK. Read into that what you will. And it is worth pointing out, for some reason I don't understand, recently, and this happens with Digimon as well, for some reason, when you buy Bandai stuff, especially pre-orders of Amazon Japan, they charge you ridiculous postage. And I mean like fully ridiculous postage. Like if I buy a booster box of Pokemon cards, I'll pay around about somewhere in the region of 1,500 yen. But if I try and pre-order this, I'm paying 4,320 yen, which I don't really understand, if I'm honest with you. It seems to be a deliberate thing, maybe to stop people doing this? Either way, do be careful if you're trying to order off Amazon Japan. I order a bunch of stuff off there. For some reason, it's only happening with Bandai, not Pokemon or Vice Schwartz or any of that. But for some reason, it's coming out super expensive in terms of shipping. You'll basically pay about 20 extra pounds of shipping from what you should, which might be worth it, but do be a little bit careful. Now, the first set, that is Romance Dawn, we have a release date for that one, and that is coming out on July the 22nd, which is 2 weeks later, which is exactly what they did for Digimon, incidentally, so I wouldn't read anything into that. Essentially, they release the starter decks, give you a couple of weeks to play with them, and then they go and release the first set proper. We don't have a huge amount of information about this set as it stands, although weirdly, again thanks to Amazon, we do have information like, for instance, there are going to be 8 leaders, 45 common, 30 uncommon, 26 rare, 10 super rare, and 2 secret rare in the set. Which is actually kind of cool, because again, you basically add on the 8 leaders, and that's basically exactly the same as we see for a set breakdown for Digimon. So I've been telling you for a little while now that Digimon is really showing us exactly how to do this, and Bandai are just basically copying what they did for Digimon. And I don't think that's a bad thing, because it totally works. But I do find it kind of interesting that, firstly, they're doing this, and secondly, they are so similar, it really does mean we can start extrapolating. I have seen a bunch of people saying, oh, you can see what Bandai are doing with One Piece by looking at Digimon and Dragon Ball Super. No. Dragon Ball Super is a game that doesn't exist in Japan. It's a Western-only game, and the way Bandai are dealing with One Piece and that are pretty different. But they are really copying Digimon. Having the starter decks releasing a couple weeks before the main set. Having your promo pack 0 that I showed you the other day, more on that in a moment. Even the set breakdowns are the same. That is pretty significant. Now, after the first set, we have then got one more starter deck which has gone and been announced, and that is starter deck 5, the starter deck film edition, and you'll see right here on the screen that it's 550 yen, which is crazy cheap. It's like £4, plus 4,320 yen shipping. That is a preposterous amount for shipping. It's somewhere in the region of about treble what it should be. I don't know why it's happening with Bandai, but it is. Please be careful. And this is coming out on August the 6th, and I'm told this is about when the film is coming out. It's clearly a tie-in. We don't even have the box art for this one at this stage. We have absolutely no information. We just know that it is the 5th starter deck. We don't know what colours it features or anything like that. We just know that it's coming on August the 6th, which you might notice is again very soon. That is exactly 2 weeks after the release of the first set. So we've literally got July the 8th, we've got the 4 starter decks. 2 weeks later, on July the 22nd, we've got the first actual set coming, Romance Dawn. And 2 weeks after that, on August the 6th, we've got ourselves Starter Deck 5. And at the point when I recorded the video initially, that was all completely true, and that was all we knew. Well, it turns out since I recorded the video, although we have very little information, we have had some new release dates gone and been revealed. So we know that on the 30th of September, which you might remember from a moment ago is the exact date when our super pre-releases start, Starter Deck number 6 is going to be released over in Japan. It's called Starter Deck Navy, and it's been shown with a picture of Marine, and that's literally all we know at this stage. However, like I just said with Starter Deck 5, expect it to follow along at roughly the same interval over here as all the other Japanese stuff, and do expect it to be the exact same theme deck with the exact same makeup, just, now it's got different cards in. And we also know that we have the second set, which is coming along on the 28th of October. This is OPO2. This is going to be called Booster Pack Summit War, and it's going to be released on October the 28th. Now, interestingly enough, that's actually a slightly different name to what we were told before. When it was actually officially revealed first time, we were told the second booster was going to be called Crest Battle. So we've got a couple different names going around, although the names are fairly similar. But either way, that's going to be coming out on the 28th of October, which you might notice is basically 3 months after the release of the first set. Maybe that means we're getting a set every 3 months. Maybe it doesn't. We don't have that much information, although that would be a sensible way to do things. Alright, let's go back to look at the English portion of the schedule now. Now, we spent more time going through the Japanese releases than we generally would, because this is giving us a bit of a template for how the releases are happening. Because we don't have that much in the way of dates for English. What we do have is our Super Pre-Release. And the Super Pre-Release has been confirmed as starting on the 30th of September, which is a day after my birthday, and it's almost like happy birthday, Wassy, have a new One Piece trading card game for a birthday present, and I'll be honest with you, that's a pretty gosh darn good birthday present. I will take it. Now remember, for the Super Pre-Release, things are a bit different. You are only getting the starter decks, not the sets, but these are your limited edition, first edition starter decks. What that means is that what you get is an alternate art exclusive leader illustration with a first edition gold stamp. As it stands, the only thing we've been told is there is an exclusive leader card illustration and first edition gold stamp. I believe the rest of the cards in the deck are the same. It seems to be it's just the leader that's different, but please do remember that One Piece, like all card games that have leaders, you can just whack your leader in like a big old top loader, because it's going to be sitting out there for the whole game. So it's not like you're going to be shuffling them into your deck. You can actually use the first edition leader, knowing it's not going to get wrecked during gameplay, which makes me very happy indeed. And that's the only confirmed date we have. That is the 30th of September. Now, I should also mention that on that day, we're also getting the promo packs. I've not received word that these are given out any other way, although Digimon they were, so be careful. But this seems to be your first opportunity to get hold of these, and these promo packs have 5 cards in. I suppose for pedantry's sake, it has not actually been confirmed that it's the same booster pack, but come on, it kind of has to be. So there are 5 cards in there. We've got an event card and 4 character cards, which are just the 4 leaders from the 4 starter decks, but coming in as character cards. These are exclusive promos, they are promo numbered, and I do not believe they're going to be found anywhere else outside of these packs. We don't really know if they're good at the moment, because we haven't seen enough cards or played any games, so it's one of those wait and see scenarios. There is also a promo coming along, because each store is being sent 8 promo cards, 8 promotional packs, and then a winner's card, and 8 play sheets, I suppose. We don't know what the promo is. Again, when we do, I'll share it with you. In terms of an actual release date, and I should say this comes from my local game store, Mad for Miniatures, who are awesome, December. And December is going to be the release of both the 4 starter decks and Romance Dawn, the first set. Now, we should expect, again, looking at Digimon, we should expect that the sets are going to be exactly the same breakdown. Now, we've already had it confirmed that Japanese packs are going to be 6-card packs, and our packs are going to be 12-card packs, but you should have seen that coming, because again, firstly, it happened in Digimon, but also, come on. That's just the way it works. I had this argument with a whole bunch of people when Digimon first launched. Japan has smaller booster packs. We have bigger booster packs. It's a cultural thing. Over in Japan, they have small booster packs. Over here, we have bigger booster packs. That is just the way it goes. And so many people tried arguing with me about it. And in a shocking twist nobody could have predicted, in Digimon, Japan had smaller booster packs and we had bigger booster packs. Of course we did. Now, it is worth noting that for Digimon, Bandai actually did it so that the first 3 sets were made up from Booster 1.0 and 1.5, which were then released very close together. That was because Bandai caught us up. When Digimon released, it was a Japan-only game, and then they brought it over here many months later. I assume it was a test marketing thing, i.e. they were planning to bring it over here, but only if it was successful, and as we all know by now, it has been. That is not the case with One Piece. This has been having a coordinated worldwide launch since the beginning. So don't expect a similar thing here. We know for a fact that Romance Dawn has the same name over here and in Japan. We know for a fact that Romance Dawn is just OP01. So expect our Romance Dawn to be identical to Japan's. Expect our starter decks to be identical to Japan. Expect the promo pack to be identical to Japan, because that's the way it's always worked with Digimon, and that's the way it's going to work over here. It also means there's going to be a bunch of obscure promo cards given out in various ways. Like just yesterday, I told you all on this channel about the Digimon Survive promos, which we don't know if we're getting over here. But one thing I can say about Bandai is, whatever weird Japanese promos have come out in whatever weird way, we get them over here in a different way. So I wouldn't worry too much about them. We don't even have word of Starter Deck 5 yet in terms of an English release date, but expect it to be a couple weeks to a month after. Given that the set's launching in December, and I'm expecting early December because you need to catch the Christmas shopping, and given that a couple weeks later puts you basically, really close to Christmas, I would expect they would leave Starter Deck 5 until January. I'm expecting a January release. That is not confirmed. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we've got in terms of all your confirmed products. Oh, I should mention those sleeves should be releasing about on the same day as the set and the starter decks, just like happens over in Japan. But when we have news on that, I will of course share them. So that's what we've got. That's what we got in terms of dates. That's what you should be expecting. And get ready, ladies and gentlemen. I am getting very, very excited about this game. But now I want to hear from you guys. I want to know how excited you are. I want to know if you're going to be picking this up. I want to know anything you want to tell me. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Good us. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.